So this just in. Dry! Everything is dry. Nothing is going on. There's nothing to talk about. Everything is bone dry like the Sahara Desert, like the African wells. There's nothing to talk about. I am resorting to politics and racism to get by right now. Wait, I might actually get banned for saying those words. I don't care. It's bone dry! But I need to prepare a slot for you guys. Juicy, wet content. Yo, pause. Okay, so the only thing of modicum drama I could pick up is this argument between Mutahar from Twitter, some ordinary gamers, and the Quartering, also from Twitter. So in this moment of minute relevancy, the Quartering released a couple tweets talking about how, and I quote, "Paris has fallen. Not a single shot was fired," linking a video of a bunch of Muslim immigrants praying. Mutahar responded by saying, "How did it fall? ? They're peacefully praying on Friday ? Then there was a big explosion of drama, where the Quartering was talking about how, and I quote, "Paris has been overrun by foreign invaders who destroy their own countries with backward ideologies. There are literal no-go zones." I don't know what that is. Grooming, can't say that word, gangs, violent extremists, and more. A simple search would show you that. The same thing is happening in America. To which Mutahar then said, "Then share the video of that instead of hiding behind a prayer video. I'd have a lot more respect if you just said, F smelly brown Muslims." His words, not mine. I'm just quoting. Bro, it's like the meme with the English teachers reading the early 1900s book and, "Students, there is an inappropriate word that I will have to read to keep the context of the book true. Jackson said, you Dark Comedy Central right here. Go away, liberals. It's time for dark humor. Okay, back to the video. Oh yeah, please subscribe. A million kajillion years of good luck if you do. Thank you, and peace. The Quartering then said, "Here is a simple chart of just how massively, can't say that word, is increasing in France. Do you think it's the locals just suddenly deciding to put up their number, or perhaps it's the tens of thousands of violent immigrants pouring in?" Oh, migrants, sorry. Then Mutahar replied by saying, "Now prove this rise of recorded incidents correlates to the smelly brown people. Nowhere on that dataset does it separate by racial demographics." Mutahar then made some supplementary tweets where he said, "It took 30 seconds to debunk your headline while I was running around the siege." Oh, I'd just like to add, Mutahar plays shields on Siege like Clash Monty Blitz, and then shows the post-game chat and makes fun of the players for raging. Now Mutahar, I understand where you're coming from, the little bit of trolling, but running shields is just gay as hell, man. It's like a Call of Duty riot shield position. I'm sorry, Mutahar, but I've lost a billion ounces of respect by you running shields in Siege unironically and then gloating about it and making fun of the post-game chat of people rightfully being mad at you for running shields. Half of that statement was a joke, but I still stand by it. Boy, we got off track. Anyway, he said, "Again, this is the last word I have to say. Really don't want to continue clogging the TL with this nonsense, sorry, full stop, or period if you're American." He was replying to an image where the Quartering said, "Despite making up roughly just 4% of the population, France's prisons are 70% Muslim. I wonder why that is," while showing an article that said the same thing. And then Mutahar provided another image from an article where he highlighted the bit saying, "I emailed Prof. Korazovakar," I definitely butchered that, "who rejects the 70% figure altogether and says that he reckons a true figure is around half, 40% to 50%. But, in brackets, he stressed, these are just estimates, because the French government does not record these things." To me, that's just two different pieces of information from two sets of articles. Anyway, the drama continues with Mutahar's real final statement, saying, "That said, all I was looking for was an answer to that prayer video and France falling. I don't really care much for this side of the internet. As a Muslim who grew up here, it's just sad to see a rise in Islamophobia kick in. I get there are some bad immigrants, But painting a whole community brings me back to growing up post 9/11. Not a fun thing to revisit. I already know if I say absolutely anything, this video is gonna get pulled back up when I'm rich and successful and I'll have a possible cancellation event. So I'll just say one thing. I am going to be a complete fence sitter. I am not going to provide an opinion that could possibly lead to the judgment of myself. Because the biggest thing I am is a coward. I'm not a racist. I'm not a liberal. I'm just a coward. And you know what? If being a coward is the easy way out, then I'm taking the easy way out. In this day and age, principles have been thrown out the window, and the world is ending. So stock up your bunkers, get your chicken stripper poles, and your baked beans, and ride out the end of the world. Nihilist, bit melodramatic, and definitely doomer side of me speaking right there. But again, statistics are pretty crazy. Before I get into any trouble, 40 to 50%, even if they are just estimates, are pretty crazy, because I believe they should be even, right? Call me crazy if I think that prison rates should be even for all religions and ethnicities. But I'm gonna pull a Sunny V2, where I just cover other people's opinions and mask mine, acting as simply a messenger while still providing comments that are basically my stance on the view. Honesty is going to be my downfall. But anyway, there have been many comments talking about this. This is from Twitter, so know what you're gonna expect. A comment from Marty Kane says, "Your content is great, dude, but this is an L for you," being the top comment on Mutahar's latest post. And another, directly after it, albeit definitely not as popular, on a 782 to 265 ratio, the latter being the comment I'm about to say. They just want to find an excuse to hate, to label human beings as others. The comment directly after that, at 507, said, "It's not Islamophobia, they are trying to take over, and they openly say it on their independent news networks, all day, and we ignore it." And then at 898 likes, which actually is the top in terms of likes, not in terms of highlights, says, "It really is easy to see that illegal immigration is ruining Western societies. Stop denying it, full stop." So this is a big feud that I guess content creators like Umpaville TV are going to cover. Love Umpaville though, but some things I don't see eye to eye to him. Mainly how he can just be a bit disrespectful when making opinions. But hey, that's just Umpaville. But again, this has been a pretty big argument, with Mutahar's tweets getting 3 million impressions to 1.5 impressions to 894k impressions, and then to 289k, 849k, and matching one other tweets. So again, pretty big. Unlike a bit of Sunny V2, no beef guys, I'm gonna cover both sides. So, on Mutahar's biggest impression tweet, talking about how did it fall? They're peacefully praying on Friday, ? There have been some top comments, such as, "It's the quartering, Mutahar. Don't take what he says seriously. The quartering is just on his daily yapping session. Don't mind him." I just like to say, 2 of these comments are from people with anime profile pictures, so I don't know whether to take their opinion seriously. Just kidding guys, just kidding. But yeah, form your own opinions in the comment section of my video, you know, to boost my engagement. And as always, please subscribe. Yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know what to make of this really, but I'm just a messenger, guys. I'm just a fence sitter. Don't shoot me, don't attack me. I'm just completely neutral in this argument, in this agreement, in this whatever. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and see ya. This might be my most controversial video yet, and of course, it's when I don't have anything else to talk about. Try!